I'm Rahel. I'm a teacher, an author, an artist, and an emotion coach trainer. And I run a small community interest company here in England called ACTOV Change. We've been fortunate enough to be running some really powerful training courses and workshops with the help of the Awards for All Community Fund to parents and school teachers. And we've also delivered to schools in other countries and even private company staff in how to, well, to put it simply, regulate their emotions better, especially at times of high stress and anxiety, when they're dealing with confrontations, when what they need most is to remain calm, connect with that other person, and get the best out of a situation, rather than making it worse. Needless to say, it's our inability to stay calm and a tendency to get angry that lies at the root of all conflict, whether that's at home, between family members, at work, between colleagues, between managers and frontline staff, everywhere. At ACTOV Change, we've been fortunate enough to work with many leading educational and developmental psychologists in recent years, and we've supported many people and organisations to explore the numerous alternatives to simply giving an angry response and triggering a confrontation with someone, which we all know gets us absolutely nowhere fast. These alternatives can completely change us as husbands, as wives, as siblings, and as friends, neighbours, employers, employees. They can make us happier, healthier, more confident, more empathic, and skilled in dealing with everyone around us, regardless of the situation. And it's this work, these ideas of reflecting on our emotional health and our relationships, that I now feel in our present situation needs to be explored by all of us. So, where are we now, guys? Well, it's a no-brainer. We've never been in this place before. Friends, families, neighbours, employers, employees, we're all suddenly having to adapt to the coronavirus lockdown. Households that would normally only spend time together before and after work or on the weekend are suddenly now chickens in a coop that sometimes feels like it's shrinking. Just in this last week or two alone, more than 25 organisations helping domestic violence victims have every one of them, reported an increase in their caseload since the start of this epidemic. We're all being expected to stay at home and spend all of our time together 24/7. On top of this are the other fears that we're all dealing with. The invisible virus, the job or business that has just collapsed, and keeping the fridge stocked with food. Even employers who are very used to managing staff that they can see in front of them on a daily basis in their place of work are now having to deal with their employees via Zoom or FaceTime, while the employees are in mid-cabin fever kind of domestics themselves. Another even more upsetting reality of Covid-19 is the loss of friends and relatives everywhere, along with all the restrictions placed on funerals and burials that the bereaved have to deal with. Grandparents, aunts and uncles haven't seen their loved ones in weeks. So many of us are alone at home and desperately need conversations with others to maintain some level of normality. At this time, all of our work at ACTOV Change has stopped too. No more parent support gatherings, no more school staff trainings. And the greatest irony is that I believe now is the time that we all need to have these conversations and explore how we're all coping more than ever before. This is why we're getting active on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and our website. We're putting together vlogs, live Facebook and Zoom sessions to get everyone talking about how we're feeling and exploring how we can actually improve our own emotional health and our relationships during this time when we are literally under attack. I want to ask for everyone's support in starting these conversations everywhere, here in England and abroad, because we're all in this together. We're going to run sessions on dealing with confrontations, where we explore the importance of being non-judgmental, of showing empathy and helping each other to problem solve more effectively. These sessions will also be delivered in different languages, so we'd love to hear from volunteers who speak another language and can help us to reach further into different communities with this initiative. We'll have sessions and YouTube videos on the 5 steps of emotion coaching too, that have been developed by the Gottman Institute in the US after more than 40 years of research on how families engage with one another. Because so much of this will be for parents and carers in sharing their experiences and trying out different techniques in managing their children's behaviour during the dreaded lockdown. You know, on a lighter note, we're even fascinated about exploring the amazing foods being cooked in homes everywhere during the lockdown. From classic British food right through to Pakistani cuisine, Polish, even Portuguese. We'd love to hear from you about your lockdown adventures in the kitchen, wherever you are in the world. You know, as a believer in fate, or whether we believe in fate or not, I believe that whatever I have learned on my journey so far was possibly preparing me and so many of us for this challenge today. So please start checking our Facebook page, our Instagram page and our YouTube channel as we begin our work. And lastly, if anybody out there feels there are opportunities to collaborate on this, then please don't hesitate to get in touch. So let's start connecting. Thank you.